Hey there and welcome. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you exactly how to add forecasting to a line chart in Microsoft Power BI, covering both regular, perfectly spaced dates and those messy real-world irregular intervals where some dates might be missing. By the end of this video, you'll not only know how to visualize future trends with Power BI's built-in forecasting tool, but also understand what to expect when your data isn't quite perfect. So let's dive right in. First, let's start with some sample data that's neatly organized, sales figures for each month of the year. In Power BI, head over to the Home tab and click on Enter Data. This opens a little spreadsheet window. Just paste in your data with two columns. Date and sales. For example, you might enter sales for the first day of each month from January to December. Something like January 1st, 120 units sold, February 1st, 150, and so on throughout the year. Entering your data this way with a regular step between dates is the ideal scenario for time series forecasting. Think of it as laying out dominoes in a perfect row. The sequence is clear and evenly spaced. Next, let's switch things up and look at a more realistic challenge: sales data at irregular intervals. You might have sales recorded on January 5th, then not again until the 10th, then a gap until February 15th, and so on. This is common in the real world when sales don't always happen on a set schedule. To simulate this, just use Enter Data again and create a new table with dates that skip around. Don't worry if it feels a bit random, that's the point. Power BI can still work with this, but as you'll see later, it's not quite as straightforward. With both tables added, it's time for some visual magic. Let's make that line chart. Go to the Visualizations pane and choose the line chart icon. For your first chart, drag the date field onto the x-axis and sales onto the y-axis. You'll see your trend lines start to appear, plotting sales over those regular monthly intervals. Now do the same for your irregularly spaced data. Just repeat the process with your second table. The line might look a little jumpy or have gaps, and that's totally normal when your dates aren't continuous. Now for the real power move. Adding forecasting. With your line chart selected, look to the right for the Analytics pane. It looks like a little magnifying glass. When the pane opens, you'll see Forecast as one of the options. Click Add, and you'll notice a new shaded area appear on the right side of your chart. This is Power BI's way of guessing the future based on the trend it sees in your data. You can set a forecast length, let's say 3 months into the future. You can also adjust the confidence interval. 95% is a good standard value, meaning you'll see a shaded region where the real numbers are likely to fall. If you want, you can exclude the most recent data if you think it's incomplete, but it's usually safe to leave this blank when just starting out. Notice what happens now. With your regular monthly data, the projection looks smooth and continuous, showing a natural continuation of your trend. But with the irregular data, Power BI does its best to connect the dots, but you may see strange gaps or the forecast looking less certain. That's because forecasting works best when the time intervals are consistent, like marking events on a calendar. If there are big holes in the timeline, the model's predictions become less reliable. If you find that the forecasting looks way too choppy, don't worry. There's a trick for smoothing things out. In Power Query, you can actually fill in those missing dates. Use the transform options, then fill down or fill up to automatically fill gaps so your intervals are regular. This makes Power BI much happier and your forecast a lot more dependable. So that's how you add forecasting to both regular and irregular interval data in Power BI, plus what to watch out for if your dates are a bit chaotic. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to leave a comment if you run into any issues or have questions. I'm always happy to help, and for more Power BI tips and tricks, make sure to subscribe so you never miss a tutorial. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.